What's up everybody, Curtis here from Digibit, and today we are concluding our series on Let's Build Something. That's right, we're gonna finish this water cooling reservoir. So since we got so much to do, we're gonna skip the intro, skip the logos, all that stuff. We're gonna get right into it. Boom! So as you can see, I got a little bit further than we did on the last video. Now, I didn't do too much. All I did was add some holes around the perimeter and add some threading. If you want to learn how to make holes in Fusion 360, see the video somewhere up here. And as you can also tell, these holes here are a little bigger. I actually bumped these up to what an M4 or 4mm size is. This is purely just to give us a little more wiggle room. Sometimes those rear case fan locations can be a little crowded or things can sit in there a little funny. This will give us enough wiggle room to be able to get that thing centered perfect. On top of everything else I did, I also added this little anti-cyclone block. Now, how I did that was I just went back to the original sketch and added a 3.25 or 3 1/4 by 1 inch rectangle. Now, you put this dead in the center, you select whatever it is that you're wanting to pull out of the block, and then voila, when you pull it, it leaves that in the center. Now, I did move this down to, move that back in the picture. I did move that to where I left a 1/4 inch on the bottom. I was afraid that what we left before would kind of crack over time, thus leaking coolant and thus making for bad times. So what we need to do now is we actually need to make the top plate that goes on here and sandwiches this O-ring. So to do that, we're gonna go to Sketch, Rectangle, 2-point rectangle, and then we're going to select this axis to draw it on and just drag it out. You don't want to click or else it says, oh, you're done with this rectangle here. So let me look up my handy dandy measurements here. So the first part here needs to be 6.85, and that's going to be with a width of 5.73. When you're done, you just hit enter again, and look at that, we have a rectangle. So right click on that, go to press pull. Now our top plate is going to be a 1/4 inch thick, so 0.25, hit enter, and then now we've got a top plate. However, when we go to hit join by hitting J, we can't really select it. Now, the reason for this is because in order to join something, it has to be a component. So we go over here, select this body, right click on it and go to create components from body. Now you do the same over here, click J, and voila, now we can actually join these together. So select the middle part here. Now you want to select whatever it is you're moving first, because this part's gonna move. You don't want this to move. And then we go over here to this face, hit Control to hold the snap points, click on that, and look at that. Now we have an even bigger rectangle. So what we're gonna do now, since we can't see it, is you right click on the component, go to Physical Material, and Clear Acrylic. Drag it over and look at that. Now this top piece is clear, so we'll be able to see whatever it is down below we need to change. We need to create our ports. So I'm going to create hole. I'm just gonna select that face and we're gonna go with a simple tapped flat hole. Now we go down here, select BSP pipe threads, which if you remember, this is a BSPP, not a BSPT. You can learn the difference between those in the second part of this video up here. And we're gonna make this a G 1/4 by 19 thread. Hit model to show it. We want a depth of 0.25. I put 0.26 just to make sure it completely goes through that top part. And yeah, so that one's done. Look at that, now we got a hole in our top plate. We can put fluid in this thing now. We're gonna go over and we're gonna create another hole. We're just gonna select that face, and I'm actually gonna move this hole up just a tad. Now, since we just made this hole, it actually keeps your settings. So click OK. I'm gonna select this first hole again, and I'm gonna drag it up somewhere in there. Click OK. And that, not perfect, but that's close enough for this demonstration. So what we've got to do now, click on sketches, and suddenly we can see everything. So I also need to make a couple points here. We're gonna go there, 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 and there. We're gonna stop that. So with that done, now what we're gonna do is make our perimeter hole. So once again, you go over here to create hole. We're going to select that point and that point. And we're just gonna make our rounds and go all the way over here, which I won't bore you to tears with this. So I'm just gonna skip ahead right about, and boom. Through the magic of editing, now we have all of these holes done up. So we went with a countersink, simple, flat hole. And again, we wanted a 1/4 inch thick, 1/4 inch wide. And yeah, so that is now done. We didn't thread this hole because we want these screws to just fit through here, sit flat in that countersink, and then actually screw into the bottom portion. So that's done. Click OK. Sit back, admire your work a little bit, but we are not done yet. We aren't done here. So what I need, I just realized I made a mistake. Alright, so now what we need to do, we need to make holes for the fan location. So we go back to hole, we select that, and that, that, and that. Let's make sure, yes, we are on the correct part. This is going to be a 0.1576. And again, we only want a 1/4 inch depth because that's how far down we're going. And these are probably gonna be a little bit bigger, so we'll go 0.3 on the head size. So yeah, look at that. That looks pretty cool. Go back to the top, and we're gonna add a little bit of pizzazz to this thing. So we're gonna go sketch, text, select that face, and I'm going to type, for whatever reason, it's rotated, so 180 degrees. Flip that back around, and I will put it on my font. Boom. That looks pretty sweet. Hit enter. Now we're going to select this, and we're going to press pull. We're just gonna bring it down. Yeah, that's probably fine. And look at that. It's not custom till your name's on it. Now the only thing left to do is to select this, go physical material, clear acrylic, and boom. Look at that. That's pretty sick. I'd buy it. I'm not biased or anything. Now, if you're feeling really fancy and you're running Fusion 360, you can go over to render. And you can actually set this up, like get your perfect angle, and then do a local render Depending on your computer, it will take a while. It taxes the crap out of the system. And yeah, it'll actually come up with a rendered image of it. And a lot of times, it looks pretty cool. Alright guys, so I think that is a wrap on this custom reservoir. So I appreciate you guys hanging out for this multi-part series. If you liked what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you are up to date every time I drop a video. And hit me up in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys thought about this, what you would change, what you would do different or add. I love to hear your guys' opinions. You have great ones and I look forward to them with every video. Also, don't forget to hit me up on social media. Links to those will be down in the description below. And I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.